Hi everyone, how's it going? I just got home. I've been working pretty much all day at the office, and I came home to a nice little surprise. I already know what it is, and you probably know what it is too, and I'm sure you've seen millions of these unboxings, but I will continue with mine. Let's just get right into it here. So this is the lovely box that I got. On the bottom you have lots of images of things. And then if we pull this lid off, oops, we get a letter that most of us have already read. Congratulations, you've done something very few YouTube creators accomplish. You've had an astonishing 100,000 people subscribe to your channel. That's been that way for a while. I actually passed 100,000 clear back in January of this year. So it's been almost a full year since I passed 100,000 subscribers. But nonetheless, there is the reward that YouTube gives the peoples with 100,000 subs. Not the best quality, to be honest, but it's an award, and it's for me, so I'm happy. Anyway, there you have it. So there is the silver play button. The silver play button does look rather quite nice. It's very reflective. Hey. And down here, it says, congratulations, Snazzy Labs, for surpassing 100,000 subscribers. So yeah, thanks everyone for all these years. It's been if I consider the growth of my channel these last few months, it's been pretty remarkable. It took me about 6 years to get to 100,000 subscribers, and about what would that have been? Let's see. It took me about 10 months to get to 140,000 subscribers, and it has taken me about 2-3 weeks to get to 145,000. So it's been about 2,500 subs a week, which has been great. So we keep growing. Obviously, I'm going to keep making content. As I mentioned, I've been at the office all day making videos, and we're working on one that is fun. It's an interesting little, pretty normal product. But since the product was pretty non-exciting, we decided to make an exciting video. So it's like my first little short film we've done. It's very goofy, quite silly. It's very much a parody. It's not really a real film, but it's rather cinematic, and I think you'll enjoy it. So that should be going up probably early next week, but I do want to get a video up before then. So the one going up next week is like super well produced, and all the color is right on, and I'm going to be working to get more and more and more videos that are really, really high quality. But for now, that one is coming early next week, and I hope to give you a video at least within the next day or two to hold you over until Monday or Tuesday when that other one comes out. And then we'll be doing videos a lot more periodically. One of the reasons that I figure, I guess I should tell you this. I haven't really told anyone yet, but one of the reasons that I know, well, here's the thing about the mustache. By the time it's night, like it's all fallen and whatever. It's long enough that there are, like, I've actually been recommended to use curlers, like what women use. It's very embarrassing, and I don't think I'll be doing that. But anyway, I figured I should mention that I will be. So I am a college student, right? I am a junior at the University of Utah. I am not graduated already because I was on my mission for 2 years in Bolivia. So I started college in 2011. Well, I graduated in 2011 from high school, and then I started going to college fall of 2011. I took a break from May of 2012 to May of 2014. So I've just completed I'm just starting basically my 3rd year of school. So yes, I'm a Mormon. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. And one of the things that I decided to do, and this took a lot of thought, but I've decided to take 1 semester off from school to really, 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 really focus on YouTube. So we're going to see how it goes. I still plan to go back to school. I'll be back in the summer regardless, but I really wanted to dedicate a lot of time in the next couple of months to help grow my channel even more. Because it's to the point now where it can become, a real job. And so I want to be able to make it that. And in order to do that, I need to spend a lot of time. The reason you haven't seen a lot of videos from me lately is I do a lot of schoolwork. I have classes several times a week, and it's just really difficult to juggle everything. But when I have 100% of my time, I'll be working full-time on YouTube, at least for a few months. It will be able to, how am I going to keep that promise to myself to go back binding? I've already committed. So I haven't told myself summer. I hope to go back by summer, but I've told myself absolutely I have to be back in school by fall of 2016. So that's a personal goal I made with myself. I'm too far ahead. Even if, like, let's say that a really great problem came up where I started making a lot of money and for some reason my subscribership just skyrocketed. That would be awesome. But I'd be making enough money to pay people to help me with stuff. So I figured that, yeah, well, and that's the worrisome thing is perhaps call me pessimistic, but I don't think that YouTube is going to last forever. And there is surely going to be another platform that will replace it when the time comes. But I also don't think that I will either A, have a viewership forever, or B, enjoy making videos forever. I really only want to make videos as long as I keep liking it. And so if it comes to the point where I'm just doing it for money, then that's not the idea. That's not cool. That's not why I do YouTube. So if it ever gets to that, I'm going to stop doing YouTube. But you know, the reason I want to focus on it now is I am still in college, and I do have the opportunity to kind of, you know, mess around for a couple of years to really try stuff out. The worst thing comes to worst, you know, I'll miss 6 months of school and go back to school in the fall and be fine and have learned a lot of lessons, and, you know, there you go. And I'll keep doing videos, you know, every once in a while or every once a week or whatever, once I go back to school if it doesn't work out. And then if it does work out, then excellent. I'll go back to school and hire people to help me keep doing this stuff. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep going to school. I don't think that I can replace school with YouTube. I maybe can temporarily, but let's say in 10 years, YouTube's no longer a thing. I'm not making enough money anymore to support a wife and children and myself. That's problematic. And if you don't have a college degree, that's problematic. And so, you know, I'm only working towards my undergrad now, and I hope to do a master's as well in business. So anyway, but yeah, people don't understand. Co-stormer Matt brings up a good point. People don't know that, yeah, wife, of course. I'm not married now, but I hope to be married within the next few years. Yeah, Matt brings up a good point. Look, it takes a lot of time to make YouTube videos. It really does. To do 1 or 2 a week like I'm doing, it takes several hours to film and edit stuff, but people don't realize that that's not the whole equation. I spend hours each week emailing companies, setting up brand and sponsorship deals, making sure that my website is up to snuff, setting up meetings and business calls and receiving product and criticizing and testing product. So it is a very, very, very labor-intensive job. And I make decent money, but if I really broke it down to per hour pay, it probably wouldn't be that great. So I want to spend, my website is snazzylabs.com, or you can go to youtube.com/snazzy, SNAZZY. Here it is. Snazzy Labs. It's about consumer technology. So if I'm able to put enough, this is my rationale. You know, if I go to school, if I keep going to school, I'm never going to be able to focus all of my time and energy on YouTube to make YouTube a possible career. However, if I spend time now where I'm not expected to maintain a family, I'm still single, you know, it's very, very easy for me to live alone. And by live alone, I mean support myself. Not to mention my parents are awesome and they're letting me live here still. I'm going to have to move out in the next few months when my brother gets back from his mission. But my family still loves me, so I get support there, free house. That's a pretty great thing. So it's been really easy for me to support myself, but it's not a job yet where I could support a family. And so I really want to spend these next few months to try to make it that, to try to really, really make it something cool and awesome. And in order to get a lot of subscribers, to make a lot of money, I need to be making really, really killer content, which right now I'm trying to make good content, but it's not as good as it could be if I spent all the time in the world on it. And so that's what I want to correct in these next few months, to really, really focus on YouTube, to give it 6 to 9 months where that's what I'm doing full time, 100%, higher qualities, better quality video, better information in every category possible, so that I can naturally grow my audience over these next few months, and hopefully raise it to the point where I can go back to school in the fall and, you know, have a kid I hire to edit for me. And Mike already helps me a lot. He's already here in the chat. He's awesome. But to get 1 or 2 other people to help me with videography and editing and marketing, so that I can kind of manage stuff and still star in the videos, but kind of focus on my studies a little bit. But I can't do that in order to, you know, so that's my whole idea. That's, now you know, I've spilled my beans. So I'm taking a few months off from school, and we'll see what happens. Worst comes to worst, I have a great time making videos with an audience that I love. I learn a lot of things, and I finish school 6 months later, which is awesome because I get to live here for 6 months more. So yeah, so I figure there's not much to lose, and I don't want to have to ask myself the question, what could have been or what would have happened had I really, really put it into YouTube. I feel like now is a great time to really focus on my audience. So there we go. Now you know. I saw a couple questions that I didn't really, I mean, I just saw of them. I didn't read them. If you want to post them again, I can answer them. But if anyone else has questions, let me know about anything. It doesn't have to be about this subject. It could be about technology as a whole, or YouTube, or I saw a comment from someone earlier about how to become a YouTuber. And honestly, I wish this is a hard thing to answer, right? I've been doing videos since 2008. It's been a very, very long time. Try and ask me what my videos are about. I do videos about consumer technology, so about computers and cell phones and smartphones and headphones and audio and just about anything that you can imagine in the world of tech. So I started back in 2007 when I was in junior high school. My parents have been very, very supportive. They have actually encouraged me to leave school for a few months to try this. So I was kind of on the fence. I wasn't really sure if it was something I wanted to do, but my mom and dad both said, hey, you should try it. You don't have anything to lose, really. So that was awesome. And it is awesome to have parents who support me so much in that. There's not a lot of parents that would say, yeah, take 6 months off of school so you can make videos on the internet about technology, but mine are pretty awesome. But anyway, that's pretty much what it comes down to. And I really, really thank you once again for all of your support over these many, many, many years. I know some of you have been watching my videos for years. I know some of you have been watching for months, weeks, days. I know some people are here in the Periscope stream for the first time, and I hope you stay along. But anyway, thank you so much. What will happen to YouTube content creators if YouTube dies? Well, that's a good question. I don't think YouTube's going to die very soon, honestly. But you will notice that there's going to be a big change in the way that YouTube content is delivered. In the past, it has been very, very hyper-focused on ad revenue, in the sense that ads would be embedded in your videos. And now it's moving towards sponsored product placement, which you've seen a little bit in my videos already. You see from many other YouTube creators, and it's going to move in that direction because it's something that's more lucrative as well as more feasible for creators to make it, a full-time thing. So you'll see that in the next coming months and years. And that really, once that becomes the idea and the objective, YouTube is essentially just a platform in which stuff is delivered. It's not really the means of revenue. It's just, the platform. So it could be that if something comes along and takes YouTube over, then content creators like myself and others could jump, and not the whole audience would follow, but probably enough to keep stuff going where it is. Although that said, I don't think YouTube's going to be gone anytime soon. However, I don't think that it's going to last forever either. So anyway, do I think YouTube is getting better or worse with YouTube Red? Well, look, YouTube Red, I've been teasing and complaining YouTube Red, but the fact of the matter is that I don't think that many people are going to subscribe to make a substantial difference. There are hundreds of millions of people that watch YouTube. And so if 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, heck, if 10 million people signed up for YouTube Red, which haven't, I'd be surprised if they've even passed 1 million subscribers. If 10 million people sign up, that's not really going to make much of a difference in my view numbers as well as the view numbers of others. And so I really, in terms of revenue, again, I don't think it's going to create that much of a difference. If it does, let me rephrase this. I don't believe for a second that YouTube is saying, oh, YouTube Red helps the creators. I don't think it helps the creators at all. Like, I don't think I'm going to make more money because of YouTube Red. What I do think is that I will make either the same amount of money or a little bit less. And in either situation, in either case, it doesn't really matter because, again, people who have larger audiences, and I'm trying to transition into this, aren't really depending on YouTube as a primary means of compensation. It's more of sponsorships and brand deals and advertising. However, as CoStormer has mentioned, and as I will continue to mention, YouTube revenue has gone down a lot for me. I have, twice as many views as I did this time last year, yet I'm making just, I would say, 5% more monthly. So, and that's because my revenue per click, per ad click, and my revenue per 1,000 views, per CPM as they call it, has gone down substantially, and it's continuing to drop. And so that's why a lot of people are really, really mad at YouTube, saying, hey, you've gypped us of money that we've earned for years or deserve or whatever. And that's why you're seeing people move to advertisements inside of videos because, YouTube just doesn't pay enough. This is really what it comes down to. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Thank you for 100,000 subscribers. Really, thank you for 145,000 subscribers. And you are the best. Do you like the ads that help make you money? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that question all the way. I think the rough idea of the question was, do you like ads that make you money? Let me tell you something. This is a confession that I will make that not a lot of content creators will admit. I use ad block. I do. I'm sorry, I do. Not because I'm opposed to advertising. My revenue is based on advertising. What I earn is based off of advertising. But the reason I used ad block is because internet advertising has become a scum bucket of the earth. Not just because of ads, although there are many of them. You go to somewhere like time.com without an ad block enabled, and you are just harassed with advertisements everywhere. You can't even get to the content. So my idea and my ideology is if there are so many advertisements that I can't see what I'm trying to see, then that's problematic. Now, I do understand that Time has to compensate their workers and their employees and their writers through advertising. And I should, as someone who reads their content, expect to participate in their ad impressions. The thing is, and something that I will not voluntarily submit to, is many of these advertising platforms now integrate what are called trackers. They monitor what you are doing on the web, what you search, how you react and respond to advertisements, where you're navigating, which I'm not doing anything illegal. It doesn't bother me, but I don't want to become someone who's farming my information, someone who's essentially spying on me to see how to better serve me ads. Now, one could argue, well, YouTube and Google do the same thing, and that's true, but it's slightly less invasive because you've accepted to have yourself tracked. Whereas these other companies, the minute you go to a website, they'll put a cookie on your computer that will stay there. They will follow you around, watch your web traffic, and it's pretty creepy. And there are companies that I don't trust as much as I trust Google. Not to mention that these companies aren't companies I can go to and say, okay, what do you know about me? Whereas with Google, I can go to the security panel and see every little detail that Google knows about me. And if there's something that I don't like or I don't want Google knowing, I can omit or delete that or tell Google, hey, cut it out. I don't want you to know that about me. So that's one very big difference between YouTube as an advertising platform and other companies and other ad networks. So that's why, the whole that's why I use ad block. It's not even because of the ads. It's because of the cookies and the trackers and the simple fact that websites suck because of ads. So I've enabled ad block. And I have disabled it for YouTube. So I do watch people whose, creators that I like, I watch their ads, but I only watch them to a certain extent. I also don't want to charge the company. So this is one thing where I feel bad. I have just as much sympathy for companies as I do creators. There are a lot of YouTubers who say, oh, support ads. I click all of the ads I watch. I don't click most ads unless it's an ad that truly appeals to me because I don't want to charge a company who, yes, they're trying to make money, but I don't want to charge a small startup $3 for a click that I'm not even going to look at their website for 10 or 15 seconds just so that I can support the creator. No, that's just as scummy of a thing to do than it is to block ads altogether. So when it comes to ad block, I am impartial. If you use ad block on my videos, that's okay. If you choose to watch the ads, that's great. Either way works. I really don't care. And because as a result, what we as YouTube creators are required to do are to add in-stream or integrated ads into our videos. And to be honest, they're a lot better. They're a lot more interesting. Because they are something related to the video and they're not intrusive. It's not in the middle of the video or in the beginning of the video. It says, hey, this video is sponsored by blah, 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 blah. Go to blah, blah, blah. I hate those. But something clever like, oh, hey, this Moto X Pure looks really, really awesome. It's beautiful. And that's because there's a slick wraps on it. If you want a cool looking console or phone like this, go to slickwraps.com. The link is in the description. So that is an example of an ad that I am already currently running and more that I will continue to do in the future. It's a way of supporting me. I make better money than through ads on YouTube. And as a result of that, you are less bothered because that is maybe 5 or 6 or 7 seconds a video max. And the good thing about it is it's something you're interested in. You're still looking at the phone. It's still pretty. It's not an annoying advertisement with annoying people that you don't like. It's from a creator that you like, that you've watched, and as a result, you respond to. And that's very, very evident in my videos. When I say, hey, go check out this website, or go, hey, you know, if you're interested in this case, try this. I sell many more products, I guarantee you, through Amazon because of something I've recommended, because of an ad, than something that is an advertisement on YouTube. And so it's better for the brands, it's better for me, it's better for you as the audience, it's better for everyone. The only person who it doesn't benefit is YouTube, but they're fine. Google's all right, I think. So anyway, that was probably a little more than you wanted to know. But anyway, that's what's happening with the channel in the next few months. I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. And as always,